Hi there, Jeremiah here. I've got some tips on how to do those pesky isolations with Poi. There's a few things that have helped me out along the way and I want to share them with you. When you isolate versus when you just spin, you should be moving your hand on the same circle as the Poi. Everybody always thinks buzzsaw is the way to start. And sure, you can learn your buzzsaw isolations, but really it doesn't provide much of a foundation to go much further with it. So I found a much more useful place to start my isolations was actually from this position here in split time, same direction, where the poi are just passing. One poi kind of comes up underneath the arm while the other one is in front. Learning this position is really useful. It comes out of any of your basic weaves, and it's the wall plane right in between the forward and the reverse weave. Just move your arms out of the way enough so that you've got the space for it. You should also be able to cycle in between which arm is out in front of the other one. So my left arm's in front, here my right arm's in front. When you are spinning the two poi here, notice that they are passing your hands. So as soon as they pass your hands,
just throw in one isolation.
One of the tricks that really helped me start to develop some control and really helped me develop an obsession to work on them was what I'm doing right now. Isolate once, have it pop back out into a regular spin. And this can be exaggerated in any direction. You can take your hand up, down, across. Trick. You don't need to be doing solid isolations the entire time in order to get a lot out of them. All you really need to be able to do is one, and just be able to play from popping from isolation back into a regular spin. And if you can develop that nice and solid, then you can start adding those extra spins and start to develop some real control. Then you can start to add multiple isolations to really start to nail it down. I literally started with one and then stepped up to two and then stepped up to three. Once you can start getting 2 or 3 in a row, then you are able to start going on longer and longer runs for it. Super useful to just practice doing your isolations here on the wall plane as well, with one poi at a time, and of course the proper directions. In time, you'll want to do it in all the different directions. As you get better with them, you will want to start changing which hand is out front. Notice now that my left hand is always out in front of my right hand. But that's not exclusive of doing it with the left hand out in front. It just has a slightly different feel. You'll have to return to the practice of doing one isolation at a time and then slowly building up to do 2 or 3. This direction with my right hand out in front is a little bit weaker than my left hand. So I have a favorite that I go to. On that same note, if you change directions with it, now you've got 2 other ones to work on. Right hand out in front, left hand out in front. Another useful move that helped me develop some control was from working my isolations in the front here. Once I was able to start to run them, was to start moving them around rather than doing it directly in front of me. Try and do it off to the side. Bring it back, do it off to the other side. Find your extremes. Do it low. Do it high. And you start establishing the positions so that you can start doing your flowers with it, essentially. Slowly at first, but now I've developed a range of motion. And the faster you do it, the more you can start working those isolated anti-spins, isolated multi-petaled flowers, whatever your preference is. And there's a few other positions that you want to start to develop, such as, of course, your isolated buzzsaw, but also with one hand out in front of the other one, with the other one on the inside, and moving more into the wheel plane position, right? We're already kind of doing that here, but here I'm in the wall plane position. Now I've got it in the wheel plane position. My left hand is out on the left side, my right hand's on the inside. And then start switching that so that you can move fluently from your left side, your left hand on the outside into the buzzsaw, into your right hand on the outside. That you really just start dialing in that isolation and moving it around, the fountain starts to come naturally because you start understanding where your hands need to move. So you've got to keep them moving in the circle as you go up and around. Same goes for any kind of tracer isolations. Just remember that the hands always need to be moving in a circle, in the same circle as the poi. Hopefully this can help you on your path to dialing in your isolations.